What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Before I start this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you click the links in the description down below. Follow me on all my social media accounts. Also, I have the Country Kids Playhouse channel linked in the description down below as well. Also, guys, make sure you go to your settings on your phone and make sure that you're giving YouTube permission to send you notifications every time I drop a video. So I am back with another video. I hope that everyone is having an amazing day today so far. I've been doing a lot of dropping certain things in my broadcast channel. We are constantly growing. I think I'm currently at, hold on, let me go check and see right now because I don't want to get the number wrong. I am at 376 members. So guys, don't forget it is free. All you have to do is hit join, okay? If you cannot find the link on my Instagram, go to my YouTube channel, go to my community wall, and I post it every day. I post all my social media accounts every day. Also, we are growing extremely fast over on Facebook. So if you can, go follow me on Facebook. What I'm telling you guys to do is absolutely free. All it's going to take is probably 5 minutes of your time, probably less than that, probably 5 seconds of your time. Go to Facebook on your app, type in my name, and hit follow. And thank you in advance, okay? We claiming everything this year. So, the other day, I posted this. Hold on, let me go to it. So, the other day, I posted this quote inside of my broadcast channel. And the quote says, "Everyone makes mistakes in life, but that doesn't mean they have to pay for them for the rest of their life. Sometimes good people make bad choices. It doesn't mean they are bad. It means they are human." So I had opened up my replies, and I don't know if you guys know or not, but you are very well able to, well, some of you are. I think it's the people that I'm following back that are able to reply. I have it like that for a reason. Even though people are only able to give their reaction, there's still some people being immature and petty and they have no life. They're still leaving like eggplants and like pig emojis and stuff like that. So I am now able to block out those emojis. And also, guys, as I'm learning my own broadcast channel, every reaction that's on here, whether it's a heart or an angel face or a thumbs up, I am able to see those reactions. At first, I didn't know about it. And so since the broadcast channel is a new thing that Instagram is doing, to my knowledge, I am able to go in and see who's actually leaving troll emojis, and I'm able to block them. So anyways, that was the quote. I will put it over here somewhere so that you guys can actually see it for yourself. There were 3 people that had left comments. One person said, "So true." One person said, "That's very true. It's like people love reminding you of your past mistakes. Like how am I supposed to move on if you keep throwing it in my face?" And then one person said, "How can I learn from my mistakes if they keep bringing it up?" So let me piggyback off of that for a minute, because y'all know, like, my past is constantly, every single day I see my past being thrown in my face, whether that's verbally from someone, whether that's in an email. I don't get it in person at all. Like I said, a lot of stuff is just like for social media. So nobody reminds me of my past in real life, because people that know me in real life know that I always have pure intentions. Regardless of what it looks like on social media, you can chop down anything. When someone exposes you, you can watch their video very thoroughly, and then you can kind of piggyback off of that and state your case to kind of debunk what the other person is saying to make it look more true on your side. Like, social media is very, very advanced, I will say the least. And you can manipulate anybody you want to. You can make it seem like you're a millionaire when you really don't even have a home of your own. Like, I mean, social media is something serious. So, even if I get on YouTube just minding my business, like I want to look up a recipe to try or something like that, I always see something from my past that pops up. I used to let it trigger me But most of the time, I have to ask myself, is this worth getting upset about? No, it's not. So instead of me getting on YouTube looking up recipes, I've downloaded the app called Lemon8. So now I can see all of the recipes that I want to, crock pot recipes, easy kid recipes, how to organize this, how to do that. Lemon8 is just like another small YouTube. So it's not about, it's about not doing things the same. If you know that something is going to trigger you, find a different route. So that was my different route. But I would say this, being a person that always have their past thrown up in their face. Before social media, I had so many things going for myself. Law enforcement, getting into groups, giving back, serving the homeless, doing all this, doing all that. I came to social media with that same career, but nobody ever talks about how I was serving my community. Could have lost my life. Camden could have grew up without a mother. My other 3 kids wouldn't have even been here because I put my life on the line to serve my community, to do the right thing, to protect, to all of that. When I got sworn in, like, I took that seriously. So people, to sum it up, people will never remember the good things that you do. And I tell Cam that now. I teach him about integrity, about dignity, about his character. Like, you don't ever want to leave this earth with someone saying that you was a thief, you was this, you was that. That's why it's so best, like myself, if you have a reputation where people believe all those things, because people are gullible and people only go based off of who has the fancy house, who has a fancy car. You can be absolutely correct in something, but people don't care about that. All they care about is who looks like they got it going on at their given moment. And that's normally the side that they will take. So if somebody else has created a bad reputation for you and you kind of played into it, recreate your circle, recreate your circumstances. You have to be that change. Also, it's not about what you've been through. It's not about what you've done. It's about where you're headed. They're looking back because they want you to stay that same person. They know that there is a light that shines in you, and that if you got from around all of that toxic drama, all of that messiness, all of that just unhealthy, just the entanglement, like if you got away from all of that mess, that people will be able to see that it really wasn't you, it was them. So when people bring up your past, it's because they don't want people to like you. They don't want people to have an ounce of liking in their body for you. So their job is to get as many people as they can on their side to group up so that they all can attack you. They want more people to not like you. So, and also the Bible says don't judge. So that if a person is bringing up your past, because understand this, once you ask God to forgive you for your sins, forgive you for falling short, forgive you for not doing things the way that He wanted you to do it, He has forgiven you and He has forgotten it. And He's the one that put breath in your body, which is why you're watching this video right now, which is why I am able to tell you about what He has done. So, if God has forgiven you, and if God has forgot about it, why would somebody else constantly bring up your mistakes? Your mistakes didn't affect them, did it? No, it did not. Your mistakes didn't take money from their pocket, did it? No, it did not. So why would, ask yourself this, like, you really have to get down on the level of a nobody, pretty much. And you have to ask yourself this, why would they keep bringing up my past when my past have absolutely nothing to do with them? I forgot about it. I'm over here trying to soar forward. I'm forgetting my past. I've forgiven myself. And that's another thing. In order to move forward, you have to forgive yourself. And a lot of times when people bring up your past, they don't bring up the good things. They don't bring up how you saved the woman from a burning house. They don't bring up none of that. They only bring up the bad stuff. And that's because that's the only thing that makes them happy and keeps them happy. I've said this time and time and time before. People are some of the most weirdest creatures in the world. I'm convinced a dog have more sense than we do. Um, People let social media go to their head. They let material stuff go to their head. We're living in a decade where people feel like they can just forget about their struggles because they can make it look like they have it going on social media. Long bundles, always keeping their hair done, maybe have a decent job. But the reality of it is, until you are actually rich, or I would say at least you're making a consistent 6 figures, you're pretty much broke too. Because anything could change. Like, the food is going up, the food is also getting bad. Ain't that something? You go into the grocery store to buy a peach and it's already rotten and you just spent $2 for one peach. Like, times are changing and people are forgetting where they come from, and people are so content with just pretending to be anybody that they want to be that they're losing sight of reality. So I don't want to look myself in the mirror and look at a person that's been lying about what I have and who I am. I don't want to do that. Have I done that before? Yes. Looking in the mirror thinking that it was actually going to work out with the people that I had attached myself to. But then I had to wake up very, very fast because they were going up and I was going down. Now, since I'm rebuilding, of course, anytime you change and want to rebuild, of course, people are going to bring up your past. It's to stop you. It's to make you feel like you're nothing. In their minds, it's to remind you that you're nothing. But the reality of it is you are something. Because why would someone constantly be so fixated on what you have done wrong in your life when we have all done wrong? There's not a single person on this earth that can sit here and say that they have done absolutely nothing wrong. They will be lying. They behind all. They need to tell the truth. We have all fallen short because there's no handbook to life. The closest thing to a handbook is the Bible. But even then, you have to pray for understanding and you have to ask God, what does this mean? So if there's somebody on this earth that has never made any type of mistake at all, like none of us would be here right now because God sacrificed his son for us. He died for our sins because he already knew that we were not going to be perfect. We was going to fall short. We was going to have weak moments. Sometimes we're going to be angry and we're going to lash out. So anybody that's coming to you and that's fixated on you, I promise you, 9 times out of 10, they have done way worse than you. Unfortunately for me, being a social media influencer and the people that have in the past brought up my past, and I'm not sure if they're doing it now because, like I said, I am training myself to not watch certain things. Like, I do not respond to emails now. I don't even check my DMs. I have a certain email where I do sponsorships, and half the time I don't even respond to them. So, and the good thing about emails, I have it set to where I cannot see even a glimpse of what that email is saying. All I see is a person's name. So it's all about controlling your environment, controlling what you see. You don't, just because a person, you don't have to consume that. Like, even when it comes to cyberbullying, like, you don't have to consume that because that is a level of abuse. People do those things because they want you to unalive yourself. They want you to become into like this fog of depression. Like, they want you to feel like you're nothing. They want you to feel like nobody is ever gonna care about you. They want you to feel like you're never gonna be successful no matter how hard you try. You're always gonna be broke. You're always gonna be this. That's not your reality, and that's not true. You have to be stronger than your opponents, pretty much. And by you reacting or letting anybody know that you're bothered by your past or what they're saying about you, it is a form of weakness. And I had to tell myself that too. Like, you don't care what someone is saying about you. Why would you care? Why would you care about somebody choosing their last days here on earth, focusing on you? You should feel honored because we're all living to die, right? So why would you waste your time worrying about somebody else that's worrying about you on their last days? And this is what I just said in one of my previous videos last month. Anybody can choose to do whatever they want to do with during their last days. If you want to spend your last days here on earth not accomplishing anything at all except for trying to bully me, cyberbully me, talk about my past, talk about how many baby daddies I have, talk about all this other stuff, then hey, you go right ahead. You can do whatever you want to do with your last days here. Your time is your time. Just I hope you understand that it's non-refundable. So when you're on your deathbed, I promise you're not going to be worried about nothing that I'm doing at all. All you're going to be worried about is trying to get that next breath, that last breath of yours. So you don't waste your last time, your last days here on earth worrying about somebody bringing up your past. Your past is the past. Just be thankful that you're not living in the past. In order to move forward, you have to get out of your past. Your past does not define you. Your past was just a part of your story. It was a test for a testimony. That's it. That's all. I say all of that to say this. Everybody have a past. Some people are ashamed of their past. So if you're pretty outspoken and verbal and just like an open book like I have been, people be jealous of that because people really, really, really want to talk about their past and they want to tell their testimony, but they don't have the courage to do so. They're wimps. So when they see somebody like you that's stepping out, trying to change and make a difference, they get jealous because they wanted to be their change. They wanted to tell people not to do this because they did it and this is where it got them and how they overcame it. But they're weak. They don't know how to step out there and be their change. So you just keep doing what you're doing. By them bringing up your past means that they're stuck in the past. They're never going to move forward. And think about it. If a person really had it going on, if a person really had as much money as they say that they do, they will be somewhere out of the country, catching flights, doing whatever it is that they need to do, doing whatever it is to consume up their time. They would not have time to be worried about you, who is supposed to be a nobody. So, a lot of times people like tricking people with their words. I'm not jealous. Why would I be jealous of you? You don't have nothing that I'm jealous of. But you have to ignore people's words and watch their actions. Yes, they do really be jealous, and their actions show it. So even if we can sit here all day and say that, hey, during daylight, the sky is not blue, but at the end of the day, the sky is blue. And a spade is a spade. A duck is a duck. So pay more attention to people's actions. That will tell you everything that you need to know about them. And hopefully it'll put your mind at ease that it's nothing absolutely wrong with you. It's just them. And it's just people. And people are getting weirder. I know that's not a word, but people, social media have brought out some of the most unhinged human beings. Like, I don't know, y'all. Just stay prayed up. Watch your circle. It's a reason why real people don't have friends. It's a reason behind that. Because there's always somebody around the corner that's just waiting to just sink their teeth in you. So you have to be careful with you. And the thing about it is, I'm learning because there is so much stuff about me that you guys don't know and that I will never say, because some stuff is meant to go to the grave. It's not meant for everybody to know everything about your past. Even if you was a mentor or a psychologist or whatever the case may be, whatever, or a mentor to help other people, there's still some things that you need to keep to yourself, because God don't want you to share everything. If you share everything, people will use everything against you to bring you down. And so I'm just glad that some of my most major life traumatic events, like, nobody knew about. Like, not a single soul knew about, because it would be all over the internet right now. And especially when you're a social media influencer, people will take your most vulnerable moments for a paycheck. And once they get mad at you, which they don't really have a reason to be mad, they will use the smallest things to turn on you just to tell your story for you for money. So watch out for people like that too. Don't tell everybody everything. Some stuff is just meant for you and Jesus Christ or your children. I would definitely end up being an open book to my children, especially Fortune. Nobody taught me simple things. Protect your womb. Don't accept this. Like, that's stuff that I had to learn throughout this journey. And I would say this. I've accepted my past because my past have brought me my children. My children are gifts. Sometimes that gift come from an enemy. My children, they are gifts, regardless of where they came from. and who they're by. My children are gifts. And sometimes the gifts is just meant just for you too. There's some women out here who their baby fathers walked out of their lives. You haven't even heard from them. That's fine too. The gift wasn't for them. The gift was for you. And we can't control where the gift come from. Just accept your gifts. Your children, they're blessings. It's going to get hard. You're going to have some sleepless nights, because I have plenty of sleepless nights. But don't let your past be your future, because your past is not your future. Your past is your past.